What's up, everybody? It's Brian. Happy New Year. So, I'm going to start doing trade reviews or trade recaps. I'm going to try to do it as many days as possible. Hopefully, I can get one done every day. If I forget to get one done, or I just don't have time, or I'm on tilt, forgive me. But other than that, we're going to do trade reviews. So, let's go ahead and review the first trade of the year. Today I took a short at 68.98.75 with stop loss at 69.10, targeting pretty much a breakdown to 68.81.25 weekly level. So it was a good trade. I scored, but let me walk you guys through why I took this trade. So as you guys know, my setups come from the hourly chart. So this morning at the open, the market sold off, but then we ended up going higher. Now, while we were inside of this range, this hourly range between 69.15.25 and 69.31.25, this is pretty much a no-fly zone. So even though we sold off initially at the open, we never closed below 69.15.25. We actually bounced off of 69.15.25, actually clicked perfectly. Bounced off of 69.15.25, headed higher, but we had a failure to go higher at 10 o'clock. We could not continue on the hourly chart. So this would be my long setup. 9 a.m. high. So if I was looking for longs, I was basically looking for some support here at 69.31.25 and then a continuation break above 69.39.25. We didn't get that. It looked like we might, but price could not continue higher. Once price could not continue higher and we started to sink down back into this range, this is still a no-fly zone for me. So I'm not taking this position. I'm just watching, just being an observer of the market. Now, this realistically is my first position, my first chance at getting a short right here at 69.11. This is the 9 a.m. low right here. Once we broke below this 9 a.m. low, I'm bearish. I'm only looking for shorts. I'm not looking for any bounce, any retracements, anything. Issue is I could not take this initial short here because one, my stop would have had to have been inside of the no-fly zone, either here or back above here. And I wouldn't take a risk with anything in this area. So I waited. Price sold off right here. This is the first setup that I could see. I missed this move at 69.04.25. That would have been the ideal entry short. I didn't get this move. It happens. You're going to miss moves. But boom. So I didn't get this move. As soon as we broke under 6,900 psych, I got short just to play with the momentum because this is my breakdown short. We had yesterday's low or yesterday's, what would that have been? Wednesday? That would most likely have been Wednesday. So Wednesday's low was at 68.90.25, which would normally be the target, but we have a weekly level underneath at 68.81.25. With this 68.81.25, this is going to act as a magnet for price to continue heading lower, especially after a strong move like this. More than likely, we're going to break straight through this 68.90-25. It held for a bit, and then we ended up coming down, and then it acted as support throughout the rest of the day, and now we're heading a bit higher at right now like 320, almost 330. So I got short after we confirmed below the 9 a.m. low. We already started flushing. I missed this entry, but the entry was still good underneath my psychological level. I placed my stop loss right here at the top. Right here at the top of this candle, 5-minute candle, just aiming for a 1-to-1. Not looking for anything fancy, just looking to get in and score a base hit. Now, how did I manage this trade? As soon as I got a few points profit, especially after this huge aggressive move, I actually trailed my stop loss to break even fairly quickly. And I'm actually going to show you guys the executions. No. Share screen. Trades. Boom. Boom. All right. So I don't have my screenshot up there like I normally do. But as soon as I got into profits, and I'll show you on this chart actually. This is the 1-minute chart on TradeZilla. I'm not trading on the 1-minute chart, but this is just a visual representation of how I executed it and managed it. Now, as soon as we got this move dumped, this was like about 7 points. 7 points from my initial entry. As soon as I got in, within a minute, I was 7 points in profit. My 1-to-1 is only 11. I'm only aiming for 11 points here. So I'm well over 50% in profit. There's no reason for me to even consider taking a loss on this position. So I instantly moved my stop loss down to break even. I was at break even here. I started scaling out some. And I scaled out aggressively. I got in eight micros. And at 68.92.75, about 6 points profits, I scaled out 4. I took half off of the table. And that's just how I've been working on my trailing, my scaling out. So I got out 4. Price continued for a bit. I start scaling out even more because we're at 68.90 now. 68.90.25. This is yesterday's low. This is going to act as some type of support. So I scale out 2 more, just locking in gains. We continue to head lower. Now we're actually at my 1-hour target. So I take another off. And now as I'm taking this off, I'm also moving my stop loss down. You know, price ends up flushing below 68.88.25, my 1-hour. And now I'm locking my stop loss in profit. Just for 1-hour. I'm not going to take a loss on this. I already wasn't going to take a loss on this, but now I'm maximizing my gains. So I continue to trail, and then I ended up trailing out at 68.86.25. I trailed very tight, very aggressively, because I knew that at some point we had to bounce. After 20 minutes of pure dump and that last 5 minutes being super aggressive, what is this? 69.09 all the way down to about 68.85.50. We're looking at 20 points, over 20 points, straight down. There's not much more that you can get out of a move like that. So you want to trail as aggressive as possible. Now, that's how I did it. Scaled out here, scaled out here, scaled out here, had my stop in at 1R, and then I pretty much caught the exact bottom. This was a clean trade. This is how I want to be executing this entire year. This is good. So that's the move I caught today. I was able to make 296 on that. I made a little bit more. I was a little bit of scalping, but I made 328 on the day. Pretty good day. Great start to the year. So I do plan on a little more trade reviews for you guys. Let me know how this was. It was one take, and I'm still getting comfortable with the camera and everything, but let me know how you guys like it. And if you guys prefer me doing my trade review just on my Thinkorswim, or do you guys also like to see the stats and everything that goes into the TradeZilla? Yeah. But that being said, first day of the year, trade review, $328. Solid day. Peace.